Makes you wait. Okay, so on this, if you go 108 divided by 6 minus 12, and that's what some kids have done today, equals, guys, that's why I like these calculators, is because you can see what you did. And when you look at that, hey, never mind. I'm sorry, I meant to go back in there and tell you. I got a my friend's husband came and hung hers, hung one, so she. Okay. I wanted to say, gotcha. Okay, listen. On the guys, we're on practice 3.3. Those listening to the recording, excuse me. So on number 11, what we're doing is I'm showing them that you can just put the wrong problem in there on checking. So look at your calculator first. Somebody wasted 3 or 4 minutes waiting on me to come help them today, and all I did was point to their problem and I said, look, is that the same thing? And they went, oh, no, because they put minus 12 instead of plus 12. So you're checking first. Check your problem and make sure that's right first. And look, what Miss Ken and I have found is that some people, they get it wrong. They know it's wrong, and they automatically raise their hand, want us to come help them. See if you can fix it first, because sometimes it's a little bitty mistake you make. Another problem is they'll do a plus 12 down here, and that's that's even students that make A's all the time do that. Plus 12, that's another common mistake. Another common mistake is not writing the problem down like that. N over 6, they'll write 6 in. So make sure you're writing that down correctly. Those are some mistakes we've seen today. And sign mistakes. Okay, now look at 14. We're going to add 3, so we get 1/9 n equals 7. What? I've taught you a big word yesterday. Who remembers what it is? Coefficient. Which number is the coefficient? 1/9. That's the coefficient. So what's the reciprocal of 1/9? 9. Now, I'm not going to go into this again, but this is multiple. Well, let me go ahead in case. Okay, look, that's multiplying, and we're supposed to divide by 1/9. We're supposed to divide by 1/9, okay? But you can't divide a fraction. You keep, change, flip. So that's all we did was change it to multiplication and flip that over. And yes, you can write 9 over 1 if that makes you happy. But 1/9 of 9 is 1. Or you can say those cancel out. Either one. You're going to get n, down 1 n. And then what is 7 times 9? 63. Guys, you do not need to put that over 1. You do not need to put it over 1. Unless, if one of them's a fraction, yes. But if it's not a fraction, just leave it alone. Now to check it, put your finger on the problem. And we're going to check it. Somebody tell me how you're going to check it. Okay, 1, but divide by 9 times 63 minus 3, enter. What'd you get? 4. Good. Now we're going to circle it because we know we got it right. What's another way to check it? Come on. Come on. Another way to check that. 63 divided by 9 minus 3. When you take 1/9 of a number, that just means you're dividing it by 9. Good job. Okay, look at the next page. Number 1. 3.4. 3.4. Circle your X, draw your river. Okay. What's the first step going to be? Plus 15. Does everybody understand why she said plus 15? Okay. What are you going to have remaining on the left side? 5, 6x equals 45. That canceled out. Now, if you lost $15, you're in a panic. You find the $15, now you've lost $0. But don't put the 0 there. Yours should look just like mine. Now, what's the coefficient? 5, 6. What's the reciprocal? 6/5. Good. So if you multiply by 6/5 on one side, you have to multiply it by 6/5 on the right side. So x equals, now, guys, I know you could use a calculator to do this. Let's try to use our brain a minute. How do you multiply fractions? Oh, good. Top times top and bottom times bottom. It's no problem, is it? Top times top, bottom times bottom. Well, we got to put a bottom. So you put it over 1, a whole number over 1. Now you can reduce that, can't you? You see if you can simplify that. You see if you can simplify that. So 5 goes into 5 one time. 5 goes into 45 9 times. What's 9 times 6? And 54 over 1 is just 54, isn't it? Okay, to check it, what are we going to put? 5 divided by 6 times 54, good, minus 15 equals 30. Good job. Now you can circle it. Okay. Look down at number 7, everybody. Number 7. Circle the X, draw your river. What are we going to do first? We're going to minus 6, or we could say we're adding a negative 6 to both sides. Because if I have plus 6 and add a negative 6, I get 0, don't I? That cancels those out. So I have 2/3 x equals Gavin and Lena both say -8. What do you guys think? Are they right? How did they get -8? They added them together. Why'd they add them together? They're both negative. Good count. So they're both negative. Look, guys, when they're both negative, you just add them together and use that negative sign. Now, what's the what is the coefficient? 2/3. What's the reciprocal? 3/2. Because remember, anytime you multiply a number by its reciprocal, you're going to get 1. So you're going to get x equals, can't we do this real quick? Put that over 1. We know negative times positive is a negative. And I can reduce. 2 goes into 2 one time. 2 goes into 8 4. So what do you get? -12 over 1, which is just -12. Okay. Let's go check. Who wants to tell us how to check it? Okay, Kelly. Good. 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 What did you get? -2. -2. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is work on this side. Once you finish this side, then you can go to the back, but on the back, I just want you to do 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, don't mark out 1, 2, 3, 4. We're doing that later. But you start with number 5 on the back, on 3.5. If you finish 3.4. All right? And we're going to be walking around, so if you need help, raise your hand. Are there any questions before you start on it? Yes, ma'am. Yes, you're going to do all of 3.4. All of 3.4. And then if you do finish this side, start on the back, 3.5, but just start at number 5. Any questions on how to work or how to do anything? Okay. Get busy. Then we're coming by to check.